Hello! Welcome to not the live stream that I originally advertised. I said that I was going to talk about freelancer taxes today, but I did a 2-hour presentation on taxes yesterday, and initially I thought, yeah, I'll strategize and combine the prep for doing a workshop with the live stream on Sunday. I'm just wiped. It's been a long week, and I just realized I had no desire to talk about taxes. And it's honestly, it was a little early to talk about taxes because a bunch of stuff is not 100% ready on the IRS's website. So we will talk about that at a later date. And instead, I'm going to do the thing that people really are here for, because as much as I like to pretend y'all come for finance and economics, I know that you actually just come for the planners. So we, this week I acquired this like overhead stand thing, which has been quite an operation to figure out how to do it, but we have a way better overhead cam for doing planner content. And I am going to show off my Jibun days, which I've now been using since the beginning of the year, pretty much, as my daily planner. And then we'll look through my Hobonichi cousin, which I have got to say I've really been neglecting my daily pages because it turns out I don't need 2 daily planners, which I talked about a little bit on my community tab. But yeah, we'll plan out next week. It's just gonna be a chill stream. That's all I got energy for today. I'm wearing a coffee dress. I'm trying to use this to give me energy. The donut today is also amazing. Actually, maybe we'll use the overhead cam as the like donut cam today, if it's possible. We'll see if it is feasible. Oh. I don't know what's happening. Oh, never mind. There we go. All right. So today's donut is a almond baklava donut. And it's just ridiculous. It has like a full thing of baklava on the top. So it's just a very cozy looking donut. I can't see the chat, by the way. We don't have that monitor on. It's not on. Did you steal it, Cord? So I have no idea what any of you are saying, but we will have chat back in a second. So we'll find out. I'll know if anyone's here, because it's possible that no one is here and I'm just talking to myself, which is fine. But yeah, it's lovely to see you all. Okay. Oh, there are people here. Mary Jo says, I love the eyeshadow. Thanks. I went for a lot of glitter today. My cheeks are quite red, and I think it's because I may be getting a little sick. Hopefully I don't have Omicron. It could just be exhausted because it's been a long week. So we'll find out. Ablejack says the IRS is so fucked. Their people are scared. It is a hard time to teach about taxes, I gotta say, because I was teaching like a freelance 101 workshop. It's possible that some of them are going to drop in because I told them about this, where like a freelance taxes, like how to prep and understanding how it goes. And you know, a lot of the tools that I had talked about being useful were like possibly like a lot of them were down because the IRS is like trying to fix them back up. I don't know. Ablejack comes for taxes. Well, I'm sorry. We'll put them down a different day. I know you're not here for the planners, but hopefully the chill time will be worth it. Don't forget, we forget about taxes and do plannings. I mean, that's all we really need. It's been interesting. So this week I've actually been tracking all of my time. So normally I track just my work time, like anything that's like I'm actively working on a project using Toggle, which is a time tracking app. But this week I've actually been tracking all of my time and how I spend everything, including like doing the dishes or just puttering around my house as part of Lauren Vanderkam, who wrote the book I Know How She Does It, who also tracks all of her time. She does like an annual time tracking challenge. And I usually try to do it every year. I ended up not doing it last year. I think last year it was just not a year to track one's time. But I thought, hey, I kind of have a new normal now. I'm now 2 weeks into my new-ish life, although I haven't really started my new job because right now all I'm really doing is studying, prepping for taking this big exam next month. And I have not studied this much since college, which was scarily enough like a decade ago for me now. So I've really been like, wow, it is exhausting to spend so much time studying. I have been really enjoying the fact that because I am not working a 9 to 5 on top of studying, because before I was taking Wednesdays off, and that was the day that I was focusing on studying for my day job. But now that I'm done with the day job and I'm just focusing on studying, I have been able to go to the skating rink on other days of the week in the middle of the day when it's not crowded. But energy planning has been really challenging for me because the times when I'm actually the most focused are morning. And around 1 p.m. after, I stop really being able to do a lot of brain work. And unfortunately, that is the time that is the best time to go to the rink when it's the least crowded. And so I've really been struggling because if I go to the rink in the morning, very likely I've now exhausted myself with physical exercise and I've used up my best brain time with a physical activity. So I come back in the afternoon and it takes like tremendous amounts of willpower to study, and focus has been really challenging. So yeah. Dean says studying is brain crunchy. 100%. It totally feels brain crunchy. That's like a great description. It's just, I really had forgotten just like how much it eats up a lot of energy. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on in my life. How are people doing? The journaling broom is impressed with the baklava donut. Yeah, it's really a lot. There's a lot going on in that donut. Aaron was like, oh, there's a whole pastry on top of your donut. One thing I've been doing to bring this to planner content, actually, wait, swing this down. Do I need to hit a button? If we swing this down, one thing I've been doing in my planner is that I've been drawing the donut on the live stream day on my monthly, just because I don't tend to use the monthlies like a ton, and I realized that would be a cute thing to do. The thing I realized though is I really don't have a lot of brown because I don't use a lot of brown. So let's do a rough drawing of this donut here. This is some good content right here. It almost looks like last week. So that was an old-fashioned donut, so it has like the little square on it, but that almost looks the same as this one. So I mean, it's really just drawing a circle. I am not an artist, but it's like a way smaller little, and there's no circle on it. And then there's a bunch of little almond pieces everywhere. I figured it was a good way to keep track of the live streams, but like in a kind of cute way. Although there's not really enough space to also put the topic. Okay, what do I have to here? It turns out there's too many just brown donuts. They all kind of have the same color. But I guess I can put some like more beigey color if I have it. I don't have a huge selection of... I am not an artist, so I do not have a huge selection. Is this green almondy enough, or is that too green? I think when you put it over the brown. Watch me turn into an art channel here, y'all. And then there's like some like on the side. And then that's black. I think this is a darker brown. It almost looks the same as the donut on top. Whatever. Some quality content for you there. Yeah, I don't know. Should we start the plan with me? Are we just into it? The new overhead view is nice. It's definitely nice for the donuts. I think the like I don't know. We're filming off of my iPhone for the overhead view, and Aaron did like a hardwired Ethernet connection via the USB-C cable, and it definitely has seemingly, I think, a little bit more delay than the regular live streaming camera is, but I guess this is content for Aaron's live stream. So we'll figure it out. I have an overwhelming amount of stickers that have arrived. I went like slightly mad getting stickers when there were a bunch of like kind of end of year sales. And they're still showing up, which is kind of great. But now I feel this pressure to like use them all through. So this is what the past 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of the year for me. This one was on my other one. And then this was last week. So I have been acquiring a ton of washi, which is pretty great. And this is essentially what this looks like. So the way that I do my plans is that these colors are based on the activity that I am doing. So usually skating, studying, and work all have a different color. I need one less color right now because I am not working a day job. So previously, Oh My Dollar was a different color from my day job. But and I did like my meal plan in here last week. So I think I'll probably do that again because we're still easing back into trying to actually plan our meals. One thing that we were running into was, so I used to meal prep very consistently Sundays. I would do all of my lunches for the week. And I would make essentially the same thing every week. And after about a year and a half of almost the same thing every week, I just got angry and I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And I just never really found a really good, I never really found a super good replacement for it. So one thing we ended up doing, which you can see Purple Carrot arrives here. Purple Carrot sent me like a targeted mail offer, which is one of the meal delivery services. And they're a plant-based meal delivery service. And it was a good enough coupon that it was about the same price as what we pay for groceries, because it was like $40 off or something. So it was about the same price. Normally, I am not the kind of person that enjoys paying to have a giant refrigerated box show up at my house, but we are just on a struggle bus of ideas. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal whatever Purple Carrot has this week, because we're not going to get another week of Purple Carrot. The deal was really just for 1 week delivery. So I'm going to steal some of their ideas, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store, and I'm just going to shop for the ingredients, because all of these meal prep delivery services are so confident that they just put their recipes online. So I'm just going to steal that. I'm still trying to work out. We got into like such a rut with food. And so, yeah. Oh No Coffee says, I'm just fascinated because I haven't used a planner in years. There's a lot of people that are super into planners that end up coming to these live streams, but hopefully I can bring you over to the dark side of the world. So I've been using this weekly, but then this is the real weird part, the thing that I'm struggling with. I know a lot of people use multiple planners. So Oh No Coffee really doesn't understand this, but I think a lot of people in the planner community use multiple planners. And I thought, hey, with all of the studying that I have going on, I really wanted to try out this format, but I still love the Hobonichi weeks. So I have been trying out the Jibun days. So this tiny little Jibun days, I am in love with it. It's so good, but I still need a weekly view because I can't really think without a weekly view. And I have been using it for my daily checklists. So this is this has been going like really great. I love this layout. Essentially, it has little check boxes on the side. I really think in to-do lists. So I've been every morning when I sit down at my desk writing these all out. This is Jibun Techo, their paper. I think it's called their light paper. It's not quite the same as Tomo River paper, but it's really similar. But using a Kaweco Sport fountain pen with the Kaweco ink in it, it works beautifully, but you will notice that it doesn't dry immediately. So I have occasionally kind of done some things there. I have been doing really no decoration. The one where I ended up putting a washi tape in there was because I cut that piece of that washi tape off to put on an envelope I was mailing out, and then it didn't work. And I was like, I just have to put this somewhere. So I just threw it in here. But I've been really, really liking this. I think it's a good mix of what, the to-dos and then the actual daily tasks. But it does kind of make me wonder if I'm tracking things in too many places because, I track all of my work time using Toggle. I make these to-do lists, but then I put them into Llama Life, which is the timer that I use when I'm working during the day. And then these to-do lists don't get duplicated on page, but like I actually put my schedule into this weekly view. So then I'm left with these daily pages, which I am just not really utilizing as much as I had kind of hoped. Like I was trying to put my non-work activities on here, but it turns out I just don't have a good enough separation between work. I tried to do some like random journaling. As you can see, I didn't even put anything on these 2 days. So I don't know. I've been kind of struggling with how to use these pages. My own streak loving personality also has been a little challenged by this because I hate the idea of having pages and then not using that. But I will say I've been loving this layout, and one thing that has been great was that I needed essentially to be able to track this kind of stuff, like content that I'm making, but I felt like I didn't want to take over my habit tracker that's more focused on my life habit tracking. And so I've just made these spreads are only about work for me. And this is kind of a more general spread. So this is how I'm using the habit tracker in the Hobonichi. It has essentially like whether or not I studied. I'm also tracking when I take my shot because I take a shot once a week. Flossing, my physical therapy, stretching, skating, German. Like, so it's much less like tracking, the content that I put out. So Cheryl says that's a problem with fountain pen smudges. Yeah, I know. I really enjoy using a fountain pen otherwise, but I only have one. I know a lot of people are like super into them and use a ton of ink, but that is the one smudge that I got using these every day, and I love how smooth they are. So I don't use the fountain pen in my spreads. I use the Uni Pen waterproof and fade-proof pigment ink. I think it's a Uni Pen 4 Pro. And it works, I think, great on these weekly spreads in the Hobonichi, and I don't have any smearing problems whatsoever. So should we go ahead and do next week? Okay, you get to see some of the, what should we decide to do, as I have I'm overflowing in washi tapes because I had all of these orders when I went slightly mad at the end of the year. I had to spend some business money for tax reasons. That's my justification. Okay, so I have this very cute little self-referential planner one. This one, which is just sort of shiny stars. Also have this one that's colorful candy, sort of. This one's from Krell's Creations. This one is from Shine Sticker Studio. And then this one's also from Krell's Creations. It's sort of more laid back. Or I also got some samples. So I have a tea themed one. I did coffee last week, so maybe I should stick with it. I don't really want to go with a brown theme though, because I did brown last week. So I want something a little more. These little creatures though, this is from two the Coffee Monster Co. This one, and this one are from the Coffee Monster Co. So I'm thinking that, you know, let's do this absolutely riotous, ridiculous one from Krell's Creations. I like to do the washi at the bottom and then kind of plan my colors for the week around it. I'm not a particularly beautiful planner. This is an expired card for airport lounges, so it's not an important card, and I've decided it's my washi tape cutter. Okay, so we got that now, and then, yes, I know it's a lot of stickers. We're gonna move on, and we're not gonna talk about how many stickers I've acquired recently. Now we need to do a this week at the top, and I think these colorful this weeks should work like right there. Great. Then we'll do my little graph, which you've probably seen these before. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think this is going to be my studying, since that is my focus for this week. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And that's for hours on the side. Then I will do another one down here for skating. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I actually have a skating like sticker now. I got some. I know that I should just make custom stickers in my house, but I absolutely hate dealing with printers. So the idea of dealing with more printers is very frustrating to me. So I got these little custom skating stickers. Now it's on the floor, so, you know, that's how we're gonna deal with it. Okay, so skating there. What is tape? Sticky, decorative, point? Yeah, it makes things pretty. That is the point, Ablejack. Are those uni pens 0.5 or 0.75 millimeter? I think it might be 0.38. It's definitely not 0.75. I cannot handle. It has an 03 all along the top of it. So I feel like you might not be able to see it on the camera, but it says 03 on it. And I think that might mean that it's 0.38. It says 0.24 right here. It's real small. It's definitely not a 0.75 millimeter. Okay, then we are gonna do a meal plan. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Great. Okay. Now we are going to... Should we do like a days of the week at the top? I actually used these from Shine Sticker Studio last week on the top, and I thought they were very cute. And I'm not a particularly talented letterer myself, so what do we think? Does this match enough? Maybe I won't use the colored ones. I'll use these black and white ones. You know, it's not really important. Nobody needs this at the top of the page, but I find them satisfying, so we're just gonna go with it. What's the point of getting a bunch of stickers if you don't use them, right? I really struggle with the perfectionism situation, which is really funny because it's just a planner. And I always think I need to have the perfect use for everything, but it's not actually important to do that. The point of this is to have fun and have it be a nice, chill activity that we can do. And hopefully get stuff done based on it, but I like it to look pretty too. Okay, and then we do need a little 2x1 as well. So, 2x. Now, let's actually put in my activities for the week. One can never have too many stickers. I think you can, because I think if you don't know what stickers you have, it's too many stickers. That's the real, like, struggle, right? Okay, so Saturday I have German class from 10 to 12:30. And then I have skating class from 9 to 10 on Wednesday. And I'm teaching a workshop next week, but not this week. Let me double check. See that nothing's in here on the monthly pages. That workshop's there. Okay, no, there's no other key elements. But I do need to drop something off at the park tomorrow. This is because I'm filming on my phone. I can't just like pull up my calendar. So I thought of this ahead of time and I went and got my iPad, which I am extremely bad at using. But I was like, oh, at least I'll be able to open my calendar. Except I don't even have the calendar app installed on, so I have to actually open the calendar.google.com. Okay. 1 p.m. I need to drop off books tomorrow. I'm just going to leave it as a little note because there's actually like a long time that I can do that. Drop off books and skating class and live streams on Sunday. My weeks look so chill right now, which is really funny because it's really just a lot of blank space, but then I have to fill it all in. It's not like I'm not doing a lot. Like I think I put in 50 hours this week of stuff. So yeah. Jenny says, I'm finally here. Sorry I'm late. Oh no, I missed planner stuff too. We're doing a live plan with me, Jenny. I know that the original advertisement that was that we were going to be doing stuff about taxes. It's even better for you because you're in Canada, so you really don't care about US freelancer taxes probably. But the real answer was that I was tired and I just didn't want to do anything except fill out my planner. So we're just going to lean into it. We have to do a little live stream sticker. I have quite a lot of stickers from... We're really going ham on the stickers today, and we're all just going to have to accept that about what's happening in life. So I think this box of cat donuts from Sweet Avis Design is pretty representative of the live stream. So we will do that as the live stream sticker for the weekend. Has anyone ever used one of those Moleskine notebooks which are paper but automatically digitized? You still have to scan them, right? I know a lot of people are also into the Rocket books where you write on them with like erasable pens and then you just erase it after you digitize it, which sounds like cool to me in theory, but I also need to film tomorrow. Hopefully, if I have appropriate amount of energy. And because I got a lot of self-referential planner stickers from Sweet Avis Design, I have multiple stickers about filming about a planner. So we're going to find a good sticker for that. I think I'm gonna get this little, I know it's not seasonal to have a little bat girl, but she's like showing off her planner supplies. And I am gonna film, I think in the morning tomorrow. So I'm a little scared to put this down because what if I don't make myself film, but now I have to, it's in the planner, right? Okay. So my plan this week is to make Monday to be mostly a content day, and I'm just going to be focusing on content because I'm very behind on content related stuff for Oh My Dollar. And then the rest of the week I'm going to be focusing on studying. But so what are my tasks this week? So promo out for podcast. So I've recorded and started editing a promo for the next season of the podcast. And I need to actually put it out on the feed this week. And what other things do I need? Skating, okay. Oh, right. Set up lesson with Alexi. It's a new coach that I'm going to be trying out this week. And then, okay, I'm going to say do QBank, which is essentially the studying for the exam that I'm doing right now. This is like their tests. So QBank test, video, film, video edit, timestamps, transcript, post video, and have I shuffled over? Not looking at the camera now. My dad has a pen that digitizes automatically. That's crazy. But is it not it's not a fountain pen though, probably, right? I heard writing on paper activates different parts of the brain, which seems to make sense. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like planners. The other reason I really like paper planners now is because I wasn't able to write by hand until I got on medication for my arthritis. I just couldn't hold a pen for very long periods of time. Like in college, I had a note taker for all of my classes. I would take as many notes as I could on the computer, but like for the really complicated classes that had a lot of math and moved really fast, so it was hard to do it on the computer, I had a note taker because I couldn't hold a pen. And now I can hold a pen. I'm not saying it's like always amazing. I definitely have these little like finger thumb cuffs things I'm supposed to wear, but yeah. Craig says, did you get lots of recording from the forum members for your promo/trailer? I did. I also asked some people that work at the radio station to help me out at the numbers here in Portland. It's good. I just kind of wanted an atmospheric lead-in. I had an idea about that. I asked people in the forums to record themselves for the promo, and I think it's turning out well. Obviously, the promo is less important than the season, right? Because it's not the real content. But I hate doing this kind of promo stuff, but you have to do it. And I am trying to get better this year at talking about the stuff that I am making on social media, because I do a lot of creating stuff and then not doing the appropriate amount of pushing and marketing around it. So I'm trying to get better at that this year. I guess you could call it a business resolution for me. Things that I need to buy. So I did buy this overhead camera. I finally bought some Bunga pads. I'm not going to actually buy the skate bag. So my skate bag that I've had since the 90s fell apart. The zipper just like completely broke, and I already really needed another skate bag because that one's not waterproof. I live in Portland, which meant that in the winter I had to like have my rain cape over the front. It's not really an ideal skate bag. It's really hard to find skate bags, especially that are compatible with biking and the Pacific Northwest. The popular type of figure skating bags for people to get are like roller bags, which are not good for riding a bike, obviously. They're these very expensive type of roller bags that you can sit on to put your skates on, which is like great at competitions and stuff, but they are not useful for me. Also, I think they're wildly overpriced because they're aimed at like teenage girls whose parents are paying for it. So, I am actually going to be looking into getting a local bike bag maker who's made two of the bags that I own to make me maybe a custom pannier, backpack pannier that fits my skates. So I probably won't buy this week. I thought about just buying another like stock bag, but I can't really find what I need. And I think I've decided it's worth investing in someone to do this. When I do get a bag, they last for a really long time. So my pannier that I use all the time is like 13 years old now. Which is from the same people that I'm going to be talking to about this. My camping panniers are almost 20 years old now. So I think it's reasonable to do this, and it's obviously skates are really heavy. So being able to carry that on the back of the bike rather than my handlebar basket is good. Was that an inline skate bag? Yeah, it's the same inline skate bag from the 90s. They're also like $80 to replace, but it's really not ideal. They're meant to allow the skates to breathe, so they have like this netting on the top, on the side pockets for the skates. The problem with that is that that means they're open, and it's because skates used to all be leather and they need to breathe after they get wet at the ice rink. So it's meant to actually make them like dry off. The downside of that is that water can get in from the top, which we live in Portland and it rains all the time. So I also need to buy, I've just been having like a zipper failure week. I had a zipper on a sports bra, which to be fair, I've had that sports bra for like, going on 20 years now. Oh my God, I just thought about that. It has been a really long time. I originally got it for drag, so it's like quite tight when I got it, and now it's like loosened, so it's just like a regular sports bra as opposed for doing drag. Anyway, the zipper broke on that this week. My boots that I've already gotten the zipper repaired on before also broke. And I was like, please don't dye zipper on my boots like during the winter. And I already got those boots used. They're not super high quality. I've already paid to fix them before. And so I'm sort of like, should I buy a new pair of boots? But anyway, I'm not going to deal with the boots. I'm just going to keep putting that off. And I do need to deal with my rain cape. My rain cape's falling apart. These all seem to be very bike related in some way. Okay, skate bag, rain cape, and then phone mount, which keeps getting stolen off my bike as well. So those are the main things I need to buy. Post video. Okay. Register for test. We just got my registration into FINRA, so I have to actually register for the test with my new boss. I am not going to hem those pants this week. I'm just going to be realistic about it. It keeps not happening. Really should hem them before it stops being pants season. Do I need to prep anything for speaking next week? No. And what else do I need to do? Okay. Script for next week. Okay, that looks feasible. Now, I've been doing some study streams, but I haven't been marking them permanently until the day of, so I'm just gonna put them in my erasable pen. You may not notice, but I essentially had them in here. These are these study streams with Study with Tina on YouTube does. She used to do them at 6:30 in the morning, but she's moved to 8:30, but like more days of the week now. So I've been kind of putting them in just because I like them for the accountability. It's just hang out and do your study tasks. There's a study stream there. And I think also Friday. I think it's Friday is the other And then usually I'm doing homework at this time anyway, so right before German class. Great. Okay. That is the pre-week filled out. Should I put a little skate in? In there. Should I like to sometimes decorate them after I've done the actual task as I go through the week. But if well, you know what? My skate stickers are hiding, so we're not going to put them in there. What is Tina studying? It's just called Study with Tina. She essentially live streams here on YouTube. I think the channel is called Study with Tina, so you can look it up. But she does 2 50-minute talks, like Pomodoros, and then has a chat for breaks in between. And some people are involved in it that actually like have their little scoreboards that they've made on Excel like checked out. It's just sort of like an accountability buddy thing. Okay, skating, studying. This is great. Let's deal with this meal plan situation. How about that, y'all? Oh my God, I just realized one really important thing I need to do. I don't even know if I should put it on a this week. I have to cancel my hotel ticket. I'm supposed to go to Kenya. I was supposed to go to Kenya like next week, and I'm not because Kenya, and I have to cancel the hotels for Kenya. I couldn't do it online because I booked them through points, and they like transitioned their system. And because of that, I am not able to actually do it. So I'm going to put that on tomorrow. I don't really have room on the week anymore to do that, but we'll do the meal plan. So let's just go look up what Purple Carrot has on their recipe list. Cancel that tonight. The problem is, the reason I keep putting it off is that I have to call them to do it. And to call them to do it, I have to probably wait on hold for an extremely long period of time. So that is why I've been putting it off. Okay. How do you feel about miso coconut ramen bowls, Aaron? I'm crowdsourcing our meal planning live on the stream. Swiss chard coconut milk. Okay. Do we have ramen noodles in the house?
Yes.
We do? They're not... this one calls for fresh, but... Would we be willing to pay for fresh ramen noodles from, because I think they have them at Whole Foods, or is that too expensive, but we should just make this with dry ramen noodles? Does anybody know? Is ramen noodles like better? Are they significantly worse dried? I think we can make this tomorrow. Crispy Bombay potatoes. It calls for weird. Oh, did we stock up on tahini or no? We need to get it. We did. Okay. That was one of the things that ended up happening. We started to a little bit freak out about the supply chain. And Aaron just used this Instacart coupon to just order a ton of food from the grocery store that we never go to. And we don't live in a very big apartment. So one of the reasons we don't have a ton of food storage, even though we really should for earthquake purposes, we do now have water storage, which was one of the big things that I was freaked out about. We don't have a ton though, because we don't have anywhere to put it. So it was like our pantry was like under our couch, like our backup pantry. Anyway, Aaron was freaked out. So he was just like, do it. Lentils. I like how we're just crowdsourcing that. Order them from Sun Noodle or get from a proper Asian, Japanese. I know that that is how to get the best quality, but am I really going to do it? Absolutely not. We're going for realism in here. I don't even live that far from several excellent Asian markets, because a lot of them are relatively in the neighborhood, relatively close to my house, because we have like quite a large Chinese and Japanese community in the like next neighborhood over, essentially. That's also where the better tofu is. There's like a tofu store a mile, maybe a mile and a half from my house. That's all they do is sell tofu. And that's also what supplies like all of the Chinese restaurants and the Japanese restaurants with tofu. And they make fantastic tofu. And I am too freaking lazy to go there most of the time. I was trying to be better at it like early in the pandemic because it was like, they're an Asian owned business. I should like support the, like, I know that it's been really hard for a lot of those businesses. And frankly, I'm just too lazy. I live in a really convenient neighborhood for grocery stores. And because of it, it's very hard to go to a fifth grocery store when I have like 4 grocery stores all within a short walking distance from my house. So, okay, I should do lentil soup in an Instant Pot and add kale on Tuesday. Sounds good. Lentil soup. Friday will be nachos almost definitely, right? Do you think we'll make it all the way to Friday before having nachos, or is it going to be a Thursday thing? Do you have anything stressful this week that you're going to need nachos? I think it's probably going to be Friday. We end up having vegetarian nachos like one day a week. It started as a sometimes thing, and then the pandemic happened, and you just need good things. Okay, so Friday is going to be nachos. These crispy Bombay potatoes sound like too many things that we don't normally get. Black pepper tofu. What spices are these going to call for we don't have in the house? Brown sugar. Chinese broccoli, which is slightly different broccoli than we normally get. This is 100% things we have in the house. Okay, great. We're going to make black pepper tofu. I want to make that tonight. That sounds great. And oh, the curried cauliflower tartine thing that we were discussing. Would you be able to go get bread this week? By Thursday? Do you all like watching me just live plan my meals? Is this exciting for you? Submariners know what day it is only because of the meal they always get that day. Interesting. Do we have our, how do you feel about this curried cauliflower tartine? Does this look good? It looks like a lunch. It doesn't look like a meal, but I do want to make more hummus because, yeah. We could add something else to it. Yeah. We're going to have cauliflower tartine. Brussels sprouts, if we can find them affordably on Saturday. And then, what is a good live stream day? One. Let's find a sweet potato situation. They leave all their old recipes up on the website. This is the real... Yes. We have some cashews. How about this? What's your feelings on this? Does that look boring? Okay, we'll say sweet potatoes next week because it's super easy to make on live stream days. Okay. There we go. We now have a meal plan for the week. Y'all. It's a lot these days. Okay. Should I plan out my tomorrow tasks? You all, do you want to see any plan with me in this little guy? So, this has been just pretty much, I've filled it out at the beginning of the day with what to do, but I think I could actually fill it out for tomorrow ahead of time. And I'm going to put my little note that I need to drop off books. So,
I have been putting down. I need to film video, Instagram photos, edit, promo, post promo, newsletter, right? I'm like almost done with the newsletter, but I still haven't finished it. I do want to do at least one study talk of 40 minutes. German, homework, and drop books, and drop books at my wholesaler at some point tomorrow. And the usual stretch, PTA, and tomorrow is my shot day. Okay. Very exciting. I don't really have much of a schedule tomorrow, so let's see how this goes. And then one thing I was thinking about doing is using this like little sort of, there's like a monthly sort of goals overview page in the Jibun Techo, and I was trying to figure out if it was possible to maybe like utilize this in some way that is all specific to work. So I was thinking things to track in my business planner would be highlights for the month, gross income, planned videos, planned podcasts. Yeah, that's one of the things. I usually focus a lot in my planner on tracking things that I've already done, but because I don't like to like claim that I'm doing content that I'm just planning. But the other thing is it would be nice to write what I had planned. So these are obviously in Japanese and not relevant to me, but I think these little headers, these are actually from back when I used a passion planner. These little headers, they don't really quite fit, do they? Let's see if I have any other headers that might work for this. I could just cut washi tape. I might not be smart enough to... might not be artistic enough, let's say, to kind of do that. Buy, remember. No, there's not really any blank headers in this one. These fit? Nope. This is tiny. They're so cute. Okay. I don't know. Does that look good? I don't think it looks very good. I don't really like it. Thank God this is super flexible header type. Show content is perfect for tonight. This is actually an excellent escape from the disease that should be not be named. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. It's very chill. I am feeling better than I was earlier, so I'm glad that I didn't try to push it and talk about talk about taxes. Should we have a donut break and then we'll come back to doing some planning? Look at this guy. Look at how cute he is. Okay, so this is an almond baklava donut. I'm going to flip up this camera so you can see it on the main thing, because I don't think... Look how cute it is. And it's like really stacked up there. That's a serious donut right there. Oh my gosh, it's so almondy. It tastes like marzipan. Because you know how marzipan is like made of almond? Oh my gosh. It's good. It might be a little sweet for me. I haven't gotten to the giant piece of baklava yet, though. But like, oh, there's so many layers in there. If you like this vegan baklava, we will have to find out how to make it. I've made vegan baklava before. It's pretty easy to make. I've never made a donut and put it on top. Ooh, I want a marzipan baklava donut. It's like, there's a lot happening here. It's just like a regular fluffy donut on the inside. Okay, I'm going for a bite with all of it in there. Fuzzbubbles says, hi all, I made it a bit late and I just got an ad for the channel. Yay, thank you. I did turn on ads because I got monetized on Monday. So yeah, that's the excitement of the week. I'm also nervous because I'm hovering right above 1,000 subscribers. And if I lose below 1,000, I'm gonna like get unmonetized again. I also now have the ability to do super chats and super stickers and stuff in the live streams, which I know a lot of people don't like to do Patreon, but do occasionally want to support content. I didn't bother to turn them on for this stream because literally all we're doing is like looking at planners today. But I feel like when I do maybe some of the more helpful content, I might turn them on. And zero pressure for people. We're not such a busy live stream where people are going to have to feel like they need to do that so that I like see their stuff. But I am excited to be able to do it just because some people really don't like Patreon, which is fine, but are maybe more comfortable with the super chat and super stickers. Is the whole donut baklava texture? No, it's just like the baklava on the top. The whole donut is donut texture, but then there's like a shell on it that is almond. It's got a lot of almond flavoring in it. Okay. I think I have to put a finger on the top of the baklava to like keep it together. That is good. It's super crispy. Oh, that was nice because it had more of the almond in it, so it was a little less sweet than just the icing with the almond extract in it was. Cheryl says, Luddite here, you'll have to explain super chat sometime. It's not that complicated. It's essentially like stickers that you can add that will like pop up on the screen and in the chat, and it like it means that I'll definitely see them. They're really good for like fast moving live streams, but they cost money. So it's like you can send someone $1 or something or $5. And a lot of people like them just because they like want to tip a channel, especially if people are answering questions. But for the really, really popular live streams, like Aaron's, it means he's more likely to see it. So. Super chats are like washi tape in the chat. I love that. You can't make custom super chats, right? It's not like Twitch where you can do that.
You can make custom emoji for your membership program.
Right. I would love to have a little washi tape that you could do as a super chat. My mom says, I won't do it because I'm a Luddite, but I'll have your father do it. It's okay. No one has to super chat me. It's just an option. Some people just hate Patreon, which is fine. Okay. We're in between 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 5 for this donut. It's good. It's a little overly sweet for me, I would say. The That would be so cute. It would be very cute if I could have a little one in there. This was, by the way, this was me tracking all of my time this week. Look at this beautiful... Oh, I don't have the overhead camera on. I'm looking down, but I don't actually have the camera on. Do I have to hit a button? Or is it on? Was there a donut tax? I think the tax is too... the donut is too sweet for a donut tax to be requested. So this was the time tracking I was doing all week, of all of my time. You can notice that there was a health insurance fuckery category, which was essentially we having an issue with health insurance where I essentially don't have health insurance right now, which is a real problem because my medication is very complicated and expensive to get, and I need it soon. And I have been, it just like sucked up a bunch of energy. There wasn't anything I could do about it. Like it was in process, but it sucked up a bunch of energy. So I wanted to show kind of the spreadsheet that I'm using right now as my money and goals. And I'm not going to like share the screen. I'll just show you on the overhead cam with the iPad, because I'm about to use the paper. But this is the spreadsheet. I've kind of showed it before. I'm doing a little bit more work on it right now. What is cool is these little emojis will change based on if I have done enough time for the year relative to how far into the year we are. So today we are 4.38% of the way through 2022, which is already frustrating. And then these percentages will kind of color code based on how far along I am. And then I have the same one for numbers goals. So that includes subscribers, Instagram followers, but also how many students I've taught, how many orders I've shipped, how many stickers I've shipped to patrons, new patrons that have joined, patron dollars. Oh, I'm also up to 112 now. So let's just do that. And speaking engagements and things like that. So there's the two big glaring ones right here is podcasts and videos. I am very behind on creating content, which is why I'm trying to make Monday my content creation day now. So this is the spreadsheet that I'm using, and I'm just trying to figure out ways to not duplicate entirely what I'm doing over here in my Jibun Techo from over there, but track stuff in a way where it's valuable, but maybe it's less retroactive tracking and more planning because it is a planner. Now, the question is, what am I going to use for my little headers here? Do I have to make them out of washi tape? What do we need to do here, y'all? Because I was thinking highlights from the month would be a good thing to track. Gross income could go in one of these boxes. Random goals. So for what I was thinking about random goals, it would be things that are less like concrete goals and more things that I'm trying to do, like just like weird cleanup admin-y sort of stuff that I'm trying to do, like, you know, migrate forums, upgrade things, fix CSS formatting on some random page, just things like that, more than the big ones. So I'm digging through some of my stickers here, looking for some sort of header I can use that sort of works. Gosh, I am just not a heavily, I just don't have a lot of headers, it really looks like. Also, how cute are these tiny fake post-it notes? I'm like in love with these they're so cute. You can just put them on your pages as a tiny fake post-it note. Absolutely adorable. Maybe that is what we're going for. Should I make a washi tape? Little washi tape headers? What do we think? This is where I feel like in a couple of decades or less, we'll have interactive graphs, spreadsheets, etc. for paper planners. I don't know. People are really, really into the digital planning now. I need to just deal with this. Like, I can't just keep putting off this page because I don't have a header for it. Let's look through the washi tapes, y'all. It's a few. I have just a few washi tapes. Everything's fine. Totally normal. One of these thin washi tapes could maybe be used. Oh, I could just put glittery washi tape on the, if I could even get the edge open. I could put glittery washi tape on each header. I'm sorry I'm not one of the more decorative planners out there. Anybody got any recommendations of how to use multiple planners? Because I'm loving this Jibun Techo daily layout, but I am struggling to keep up with my Hobonichi. Oh, yeah. Well, that does fit darn near perfectly. Problem was I stretched it out so much. So, washi tape jealousy. I have even more. It's kind of too many now. These are the new ones I got. I also have this one, which is, I think, a terrible washi tape as far as like the actual washiness of it, but it is from the Hello Kitty train in Japan. There are so many washi tapes themed to trains. I went mildly mad. So it's from the actual Shinkansen high-speed rail that was themed. I also had these cute little samples. Okay. I think we're going to do the glitter. I haven't really used any stickers or washi in this planner yet. I've been keeping it very simple because it's, I don't know, my work planner. But I'm the boss and I decide what's professional. So I've decided that this is professional. And then maybe I can just color in the boxes relative to the... Yeah, this seems like a... Aaron is getting jealous and wants to put washi tape on his planner. Do you want me to show off your YouTube channel planner on mine? Aaron made his own planner for his YouTube channel, paper planner for his YouTube channel. And, like, got it printed and everything. And I think he's selling them. Are they up yet? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're in his shop. Jenny says, I use multiple planners, but I also use a lot of stamps for tracking. I can't really get into the stamp thing. Aaron has a lot of those Frixon stamps, like got a bunch of the Frixon stamps, tiny ones, in Japan, and has been using them, and then also has gotten a couple custom stamps. Oh yeah. Aaron did the tiny edge of the planner with this washi tape that I got him for his birthday, which is like cats and spaceships. But yeah, look at this cool little YouTube planner that he made. So it's a YouTube channel organizer and channel stats, revenue, sponsorships. And then it's like your checklists for putting together each of the pages. It's very cute. Jenny says, I wanted to use stickers, but I am too cheap. Cheryl says, I have a bunch of that tape. I hardly know what to do with the plain tape. Yeah, I was using the plain tape like really consistently in my old planner, and I'm just kind of not now. You know what I realized? I think I need a little header tape. Yeah. No, that doesn't really match. We gotta keep it matching, you know? I use a lot of these. I ship out a lot of envelopes and packages and stuff, and so I use a lot of the tape as packages. One thing I really want to do is I used to really like wax seals. I had wax seals as a kid, and I would like wax seal all my letters, and I've noticed it's become like a thing again. I don't know if maybe it was all along, but now it's just reached my Instagram feed. But wax seals is totally a thing people are into, and you can get custom wax seals. So I would really like to get an Oh My Dollar wax seal with like maybe a little money cat on it that I can wax seal all the personal finance society mailings that I do. Because right now I use other people's washi tape for sending things out, but I think it would be pretty cool to have my own little wax seal for it. I have a Oh My Dollar stamp that I use on all of my packages, which, you know what? Why not just stamp in this? Is it going to be too big, though? But this is the stamp that goes out on all of my packages, which it says, warning, this package contains fiscally responsible kittens. I also have another sticker that I made that, but I haven't like produced them in large quantities that I used to use in packaging that says, priority mail, like purr, a cat's purr, but then priority mail. And I made it look like, I designed it to look like the priority mail on the mail envelopes that USPS has. Okay. So things I want to track here are, maybe track, I think down at the bottom, we'll do all of the little categories. And I'm going to do packages shipped, which I can do a little sticker for that. This is really just Lily looking through her pile of too many stickers. Usually very organized with my stickers, but I've gotten way too many recently. Okay, I'm gonna do a little planner one here, and that's where I will keep track of my planner Instagram, which is just a tiny Instagram I made to kind of keep stuff off my main, because I didn't want to alienate everybody by just having too much planner content on my main, because I don't think that's what most people subscribe for. But it's really nice. It's also a really pleasant feed to go on when I want to scroll, because it gives me like way less feeling of, I don't know, FOMO, I guess. Okay, and then I'm going to be using the little Instagram trackers to actually track when I post, but I can use this to track my anomaly Instagram followers, because I'm actually trying to build the followers, but I'm not doing a very good job. I would have to post content on it. Then video ideas. Podcast ideas. So this month is so this month I'm going to do goals 2022 and reacting to 2007 documentary I made. So I made a documentary about the hippie communes I used to live at, intentional communities, and we finally managed to get it off an old computer, and I need to do a reaction video to it. Podcast ideas are going to be intro, capitalism and investing, and then almost done with script for the Trikafta episode. I use the decorative tape to mark off loaned leftover containers. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. What other things? Okay. This is going to be for highlights. So I'll just try to write it on the side so that I have room. Then this one will be for workshops. So I've already done one main college arts. And this one is Confluence. I think those are the ones that I'm doing this month. And then that's like the AmeriCorps program. I'm doing that one, I think, next week. Then what other things am I making media-wise this month? What other things? Oh, this one is for sponsors. And then I have, we'll see. I might not fill that out live because I've got some stuff in there that I don't know if I can talk about yet. Then planned podcasts, planned videos. Then at the end of the month, I think I'll do I want to do the gross income. So gross income. But then maybe I'll do the breakdowns on this side. And we'll figure out what the rest of it's for. I need to track the YouTube subscribers somewhere, so. What does that look like? I need a tiny little video camera thing. Do I have anything that would be a good YouTube subscribers one? Not really. Let's go look, see what I've got in this little pouch. Nope, I just have some money cats. Loving the look of my layout. Thanks. Yes, beautiful. Is this not beautiful? It's very boring, but thank you. I see everybody else's beautiful looking stuff, and I'm like, I wish I had that kind of skills. People that can like letter and things like that. I just do not have those skills. You know what? We still haven't used the little podcast cat. I need a YouTube camera. I need a camera sticker. Why do I not have one that works? It's the real question, y'all. How do I own so many stickers and I don't have the right sticker? They do that for a living, though. No, there's lots of people who don't do it for a living that are just very artistic and do it as like a chill activity. That's not me. Oh, you know what? I have some like... Is this too silly to use one of these little bat people, even though I've already... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's purple. It's kind of fitting the theme, right? And... Oh, I just realized for gross income, it's not like I don't have... Oh, I need to do a packages shipped one, too. I didn't even put live streams down here, like the thing that I do all the time. Okay. This one is going to be for packages shipped. I do not lack money cats in my life. Although, I think if I want to kind of stick with the theme, maybe I should use the money cats I already have. So I'm going to, instead of using an Oh My Dollar money cat, I'm going to use this tiny little money cat there. Okay. Well, it's pretty simple, but we have that there. At the beginning of COVID, I thought I would practice lettering. I think I made it 3 days. I feel like that's accurate to a lot of us. I think a lot of us had a lot of ideas about how we were going to spend our time early in the pandemic that kind of didn't necessarily map out. Look at that. That's shiny as heck. It's really kind of arresting after looking at these pretty chill pages, but whatever. And then the other thing goes here. Yeah, there we go. There's my daily planner, and I think that might be all the planning we need to do. Hopefully this week is productive. I'm going to try to just only really focus on content tomorrow and then do a ton of studying later in the week. And then Wednesdays are really going to be a skating day. I did like 3.5 hours of skating this Wednesday, and it's been very not crowded, and I'm already there for skating class starting at 9. So I think that's what I'm going to do next week. Cheryl says, I learned calligraphy in school. I want to update my skills. I tried to learn calligraphy. I think we maybe even took a calligraphy class together. I was not very good at it, though. I thought that I was going to be... I bought a brush. I have this brush pen, which is one of the ones that everybody uses. And I tried to get into using it, and I'm just not talented in this department. And I know you have to practice with the brush pens, but I kind of reached a conclusion that I don't have it. It hurts my hands to write for too long. So I don't think it's a thing I should focus on. That's what I ended up deciding. So there we go. I'll show off what that looks like at the end of the week. I'll put it on my planner Instagram, which is Planomalily. When this looks like at the end of the week. I'm still really struggling. If you have ideas of how to use my daily pages now that I really have this, I love this Jibun Techo, but I feel like I'm really underutilizing my daily pages, and I still need the weekly, so I don't want to like abandon my Hobonichi, but because I still need this view. This is how I think about the week. But if you have any advice. So, I think that was my plan with me. We don't have a floof of the week, but there is a cat cam. So, we can move over to the cat cam for floof of the week this week. Dean says gratitude journal. I actually do my gratitude journaling in my Notion. I guess I could write it out, though. Maybe that would trigger some better thing in my head, right? Where you're like, oh, that's the wrong thing. Just ignore me. Doing the things. Putting this in this part. Okay. No felt balls? Oh, she loves the felt balls, but they keep disappearing. Oh, low battery mode. So it really was time to end the plan with me portion. She absolutely... So Dora got for Hanukkah, she got some sparkly balls that roll or not sparkly balls, but wool balls that like roll fantastically, and she thinks they are the best thing that has ever happened. Jenny says, I need to figure out how to send you floof pictures. There is a link to a form. If you go into the Patreon, I've sent out a link to the floof of the week form. I should do like a email out to all of the Patreons that just reminds them where the form is, because it's a Google form. It's like super easy to upload. You can also just email them to questions@ohmydollar.com. But yeah. What was the name of the little stamp vendor that you mentioned earlier? So the stamp that I got is the stamps that I mentioned with Aaron are the Frixon stamps, which is not a small vendor. That is a massive Japanese brand. What's cool about them is they are erasable. So they're Frixion.
I think it's meant to be friction because they're erasable with friction. You can find them on jetpens.com. But the great part about Aaron has gotten some made though. Where have you been getting yours made? Aaron's gonna look up where he got his made because he has some cool ones. So Aaron does these like big wall calendars each year. We've made them for Oh My Dollar every year. So this is stampmaker.com, and Aaron's made some cute stamps. Actually, before we die, I lost my Aaron made me live stream stickers and then I lost them. But I think I tucked them into some pocket or something. Oh, nice. Were these mine?
No.
Oh, okay. You just have these. But let's show off what the stamp looks like. Oh. Is this still working? We're almost dead. It's going to be dead any moment. So we can stamp little cute self-inking stamp for live streams that Aaron got custom made. Thank you. Which is, I also have these. I thought I put them somewhere, but where did I not put them? Oh, I just put it next to the donut. I don't know if that's the most useful. Do you need these back? Because now you have your stamp. There we go. I'm probably going to find them in some pocket, the live stream stamps, because I just keep, these pockets just keep, like, I find, oh, yeah, like, Aaron made me these. It's very ambitious. I don't know if I'm going to reach the 10K this year. I would have to post videos, which seems to be a challenge, so we'll find out, like, edited videos and not just live streams. If anybody has any recommendations of how to get more browns for drawing donuts, because I really just have one brown, I have a brown mild liner and like a brown regular Crayola pencil, and I don't really know how to accurately capture all the shapes of all of them. But yeah, I like the little live stamp. They look great, don't they? I am really jealous of all the stampers. It seems like a good way to go, but every time I try to watch like how stamping works, I get really stressed out because it's like people have these blocks and they put things on. I feel like I'm not up to date with how the stamps work. So, yeah. Oh, did you see? I got this canceled, these shiny canceled stickers. And the day they arrived, I ended up having to use them because my German instructor got Omicron and had to cancel class. But they're pretty cute. They're like little overlay stickers. They really do not photograph well, though. That is for sure. What did people think of this overhead camera? Thank you for joining for this very chill plan with me. I needed to do this anyway, so it was nice to just do it on the live stream. And I know that a lot of people don't come to these live streams necessarily for cracking content. You come because you want to hang out and have a nice chill end to your weekend. YouTube actually recommended I start streaming at 4 p.m. on Sundays. It said like more people were online at 4 p.m., which would be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'd also be maybe a little earlier for it would be earlier, but it might actually be within the range of possible for some of the late owls, other than Dean, who's very much a late owl. I don't know. I think 4 p.m. might work for people. YouTube says that most of my audience is on YouTube at 4 p.m. on Sundays. I don't know if that's because I have some overlap with someone else who streams at that time, or if it's really just catching the fact that a lot of my audience is like hanging out prior to the stream. So I'll have to figure out what is happening with that. But oh, I also got these tiny stickers for Duolingo
because I do Duolingo every day. I think I'm at like 1,538-day streak or something like that. Oh, overhead camera's dead. It's my phone, so it couldn't handle all the stuff we were asking for it. But I haven't figured out what to do with these tiny little ones yet. Controversial idea. Use a small amount of donut topping for donut color. I really feel like putting food in my planner is like a very bad idea. I might have skin color crayons that have a lot of shades. That's probably the way to do it. If you skin color, because that's like most of what it is. But I don't know where to put these tiny Duolingos, and it's only like 50 Duolingos, so I don't really know where to put them. Because if I put them just in my monthly spread, I would use them all up in like a month and change, because I do Duolingo every day. I was thinking about only using them on days where I do like a ton of Duolingo, because sometimes I do like an hour of Duolingo versus on the average day I do like 11 minutes of Duolingo. So I don't know. I haven't really figured it out, but I couldn't resist getting them given that one, I've gone mad and I went absolutely mad buying stickers. So now I've just got to live with the consequences of how many stickers I bought. Oh, we've got a side camera now. All right, well, I'm going to tuck all these tiny cute stickers in here. And I don't think I'm going to use these this week, so we'll just put everything else away. Oh. It's too many stickers, really. I remember the first time I saw Plan With Me's and I would see them pull out all these stickers and washi tape, and I'd be like, how does anybody have that much of that stuff? And now I am in that camp. I have that many things. Look at the Oh My Dollar cat stickers. I still weirdly don't use these because I'm so used to them that they're not very exciting. The side camera is good too. All right. It's nice and like cozy, right? One sticker for every week of Duolingo completed. Where would I put it though? In the monthly spread? Or would because I guess I could put it in the weekly. It's an interesting question. They're really tiny too. They almost would be good like in the habit tracker because they're so tiny. I think they would actually fit in there. Well, there's your girl with too many planners and having to live the consequences of owning too many planners right now. Sorry. I'm just absolutely loving this layout for the Jibun days, and like if I could combine this with the Hobonichi weekly layout, then I wouldn't need anything else. This is the ideal combination really for me. So one per month. Well, then that's almost too many. It would take me years to go through them because there's like 50 on them and they're really tiny. So people like the overhead cam. That's great. That's good to know because this actually, if I think I can drag it over now because it's not connected anymore. It's really quite the interesting operation. It's like this whole thing, and it has multiple temperatures for the lights, and then the light like swings up, and you can actually live stream with 2 cameras on it. And what's really cool about it is that it just folds up like super neat. Everything like goes inside. So it all just folds into this tiny base. So I don't know. It's very, I got it off Amazon. I will say I thought both cameras could be overhead, but only one of them can be overhead. So it's meant to like have a forward facing phone because it's meant for 2 devices. So, but it's advertised as a live streaming stand. I think I'm going to hold on to it, but there was a lot of back and forth about what the best choice was. All right. What are you all up to this week? Let me know what your thing you're most excited about this week is. Hopefully everybody's staying safe. Yeah, definitely hashtag not sponsored yet because I have no idea if it's good yet. But we've done one stream with it. So it was a challenge to set up with the forward-facing camera on the tripod because this is the Lumix. What type of camera is this?
G85.
Lumix G85 is the like main camera that we normally use for the live stream. And the way I now understand why so many people have their overhead cameras like way high up. So Jenny says, my kiddo goes back to in-person school this week. Not so much excited as anxious. Ooh, that sounds very, it's hard. It's hard. It's like you want to be excited for them to do in-person schooling, but everything's been so stressful. I don't know if anybody else saw the, what happened on the, there was like a Reddit thread that went kind of, I guess, what's the word? Like, viral on Reddit, a Reddit post from a New York City public school student about how just like chaotic and terrible everything was. And they were like, just to be clear, I hated online schooling. It was very bad for my mental health and all of my friends and learning. But the situation has been like out of control at New York City schools where they're like majority of the teachers are out and a ton of the students are out and they're just having lots of study hall. So yeah, I'm hoping that the experience of your kid going back to school is less bad than what was happening in New York City public high schools. It does seem like a lot of places are now past the peak. So I'm hoping that that continues, and it does not, obviously there's a lot we won't know for quite a while, but it does really, really seem like this is more mild. So I'm hoping, especially if you're vaccinated. So Jenny says, Quebec has said that parents will just have to step in when teachers are out sick. What? That sounds terrible. Mystery the Maynard, you told me how to pronounce it and I forgot. I'm sorry. I think it's Maynard. I got too wrapped up in crafting and missed the start. I'm sorry people keep having to give me pronunciation guides. I'm very bad at retaining pronunciations, which is hilarious because I used to be a live radio announcer. Yeah, I hope that it's safe. I hope that everything's going to be okay. If you want me to spread some positivity, I've been listening to a lot of the Economist coverage of how the world has been responding, and it does very much seem, I'm sure you've been drowning in research like many other parents, but it does really seem like schools have not been super spreaders, so that's great. Hopefully that continues to be true. Maynard. New problem. I knew what I was getting into when I picked the name. I mean, is that really true? Because I feel like some people are just terrible at pronouncing things like me. I don't know if that's actually a difficult to pronounce name. I feel so bad. I'm so bad at pronouncing things. Sometimes I like to blame the fact that I'm always trying to keep multiple languages that I'm learning in my head. But realistically, I haven't gotten any better or worse at pronouncing in any of those languages. So I don't think that's fault. Dean, the antibody cooking will start in 3, 2, 1. Yes, with your booster. That's great. Dora is ready for us to get on the couch. She is done with this live stream situation. She is like, let's go. Let's get on the couch. Let's watch some Taskmaster. She likes to watch humans run around and do silly things. Well, I hope that the going back to school works very smoothly. I hope that Dean builds all of the antibodies. And what else? Who else has something exciting going on this week? Or just anything? Who has anything going on this week? Who has anything going on at all anymore? I am excited because this week I am definitely putting content out, which has been surprisingly slow to get into for this year because I was very excited once I didn't have a day job. I was going to be making all of the content in the world, but it turns out that studying takes a ton of brain power and then I'm left with no energy to make content. But I'm really hoping that prioritizing Monday for making content, because I am saying that that's all I'm doing, I won't feel guilty about not studying, so I will feel okay about devoting time to it. So Dora has decided to enter a box of books.
It's my shipping supplies.
Oh, it's shipping supplies. She's getting into all of the crunchy things going on in there. This is some pretty quality cat content here. Look at that tail being the only thing in focus. I love watching the cat just kind of having a little existential crisis over what she wants to do with herself. So she loves the wool balls, but the problem is the wool balls are a little too tiny, these rolly ones. And they keep going under all of the things. I think Friday I fetched that ball out from under pieces of furniture, I think 11 times before I was like, I'm done, Dora. I'm not getting it out for you again. Maynard says, I think I only have one more week until I move, so that's exciting. One box is not enough for her. Yes, it is true. Thank you all for joining. Does anybody have any feelings about moving this up till 4 p.m.? I'm actually really curious. If this started an hour earlier on Sundays, would it be an absolute no-go for you, or would it be more convenient? Is YouTube lying to me? Because I think I might actually enjoy doing it an hour earlier. I kind of end up in waiting mode all afternoon on Sundays between like prepping, but after I like get back from skating or working out or whatever, I end up spending the afternoon just kind of like waiting for the live stream to start. So maybe 4 p.m. would work better. And that would be at 7 p.m. for the East Coast. I don't know if that's better or worse. It would also be at noon or midnight. I think it would be midnight GMT. Fuzzbubble says, I'd be good with 1 hour earlier. Yeah, the problem with asking people in a live stream when they want to watch is that you're only asking the people who are already watching. Well, that's the thing, is I don't want to like make everybody that's already here be like, absolutely not. So, there's that part of it. Jenny says, I would probably miss it if it was an hour earlier because getting the child to bed is always a production. That's fair. Does the child go to bed at 8 or at 7? Or, whenever it finally gets down. Denise would be game for 4 p.m. Okay, so it seems like there's some kind of ranges. Maybe I should start at 4:30. The thing about 4:30 is that makes it even longer when I try to put in multiple live stream times in like a tweet or something. So Maynard says, I would need more coffee, but it'd be nice. Supposedly the child is in bed by 8 p.m. Okay. Oh man, there's a lot of arrangement going on here. This is some really quality cat content. Dean will still be awake at that still unreasonably late hour in the UK. That is good. Okay, we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm really curious because YouTube actually telling me when they think is the best time to do a live stream and having it be so close to my regular live stream time, I can't tell if there's like a causation correlation issue going on there or not. But yeah, we'll see. It also told me that I need to upload videos. When did it say? Oh, my phone is just dead. So that's not going to work. It said I should upload videos, I think Saturdays at 5 or something. I don't know. I don't think it matters when I upload them as long as I actually upload them this year, so. Midnight would assist with sleep efforts. I mean, I feel like you coming on this live stream is like already, you've made a choice to not go to bed at a reasonable hour. I can't be responsible for your sleep schedule. I don't know if it would incrementally help or not, but all right. Well, thank you all for joining. It's been lovely to have you. Thank you for letting me pivot to a very chill planner stream, and hopefully the folks that enjoy the planner content that came a bit later, you can scroll back and watch it at some point in the week if you missed out on some of it. And next week, I think I'll be back to some sort of economics themed thing, but please hold me to this. There should be a video uploaded on this channel this week. Before the live stream next week, there will be a video uploaded on this channel because I am going to do it. So, yeah. Lil Devet says, hi again. You could always pose this question as a community post to get more responses from your followers. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Aaron thinks it's very, like a very bad idea to ask people because people have opinions. I did move to Sunday time. We were at Saturday at 5 p.m. for quite a long time, for like a year and a half, and we moved this summer to Sunday because
as people started doing more things in the summer, they were less likely to be home on a Saturday evening. And I think it definitely helped with retention and just people feeling like they could like kind of prioritize it and put it in their routine. Because people actually left the house. In the beginning, doing something on Saturday night was great because no one was going anywhere or doing anything in the beginning of lockdown. And yeah, we will see. Ono Coffee says, I just changed my drop time to Saturday at 8 o'clock because YouTube said so. Have you noticed a difference? I'm really curious. Also, what is your channel about? Let me go look. I saw that I think you subscribed today. So, I think YouTube was, how it only like tells you sometimes when people are subscribed who they are. Anyway. Cheryl says, those people that say they will but don't follow through. Yeah, that's one of the questions is like, if you ask people when they're going to actually show up, are they actually going to show up? So does Ono Coffee post about coffee? I'm really curious. Did you see my coffee dress that I'm wearing? I feel like it's relevant. Ono Coffee. I'm wearing a coffee dress, which I actually got for the purposes of Breakfast on the Bridges, where we serve coffee and breakfast to people on the bridges. But I now have accumulated so many outfits because I've been doing B&B for 15 or 16 years, and we stopped doing it during COVID, and I started like acquiring outfits for it, and I haven't had a chance to show them off because we just came back. Today's the first day of the new release time, but so far so good. That is good to know. And my content is all about coffee. Ooh, maybe we need to do a coffee donuts mashup of some sort. That would be fun. That would be great. Dora is completely done with this project. Dora is actually now rubbing her face along the lighting kit. So if everything gets suddenly dark, that's because Dora has decided that we are done with this. All right. That is probably the sign that it is time to go. Y'all, thank you so much for joining. I am going to go check out Ono Coffee's channel, so maybe some other people should, and plot about how we can do some sort of donut-y coffee collab. And I will be here. It should be the same time next week. I don't think I'm going to move the live stream time next week, so I will see you next Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and hopefully a video will drop before then. And until then, come drop in on the Oh My Dollar forums. Link is down below. Or check out the podcast on all of the different platforms, Oh My Dollar, and drink some water, stay hydrated, pet a cat if you have one available, and stay safe. See y'all later.